I got my dinner paid for today by the store. Thank you. Cheese, bread, and lunch meat. I call that a nice sandwich. And that's our perk, around here. We do good with food that nobody wants. That's mine to eat and keep. Okay, off the top. Sales alone, I'm still eating good. I don't know why I clap when I start every video, but welcome back to this channel. Welcome back to this YouTube video. I have you set up on my gluten-free shelf right now, and we are going to get into this video. It has been a rainy day. I thought it was going to be kind of slow, but it turned out to be decent. Usually I tell people who are opening retail businesses or small cafes or restaurants that when it's raining out, just expect kind of a slower day, less foot traffic, less people wanting to go out. If you do deliveries, you may be busier on that side of things, so I suggest figuring out how you get your deliveries done, whether it's Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. But yeah, so let's get into this video. I want to be very transparent on this channel. We do everything small business and entrepreneurship. If you are into that, I suggest you stick around, maybe subscribe, and we're gonna keep growing this business together. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've owned this store for over 4 years now. We built it from the ground up, and we just started a new coffee business. So yeah, we got a lot of things going on, and I really want to share them with this channel. So no matter what you do, when you have a brick and mortar business, your main thing is getting people in the door, getting butts in seats, getting people at the register. You truthfully need a register that just never stops opening and closing to make money in this type of business. There's so many small items, for example, that make you $1 to $2 each, that you got to keep moving product, and so many different products just to make a profit at the end of the month. Because your rent is going to be out of the top. Your employees are going to come off the top. Your hydro, your gas, your phone bills, everything's going to come off the top of your sales, and then you need something left over for an actual profit, right? So I'm going to be transparent and tell you exactly how much we made from January to April in this store, in this convenience grocery store, boutique, whatever you want to call it. We sell food. We've been doing it for a while. We're learning the game. It's been an upward struggle, we'll call it, and it's been a lot of work. But the people that have followed this channel, thank you. You've heard me say this before, and I hope to provide some value and some insight when you start your own, or if you already have your own, good for you guys. Let's build our stores and businesses together. So these are gross sales. They are not profit. They are not my salary. I will tell you my salary at the end of this video if you stick around, but this is just sales. So something goes through the cash register, we count it as a sale, and it's a very, let's say, juvenile way of looking at your business, because it doesn't show you how much you actually keep at the end of the month. But I want to give you an idea on what a small store of 1,600 square feet does per month in the year 2022 after the pandemic, with 2 employees. And truthfully speaking, when I say after the pandemic actually didn't hurt our business. Grocery was allowed to stay open. People were buying a lot more than usual. Anytime there's a crisis, people tend to spend more. Everything was closed. There was no restaurants to eat at, things like that. So the pandemic was actually, 2 really good years for us. And now we're kind of stabilizing back to normal and getting back into the swing of, the reality, everything being kind of open again. And now we're dealing with other problems, food shortages and, labor shortages. Not that we have much labor here besides me and Felicia. I'm just talking about other suppliers who are taking longer to deliver things or, pack orders, things like that. So yeah, there's always something to deal with. And, I feel very, blessed that we were able to survive the pandemic and actually do decently well throughout it all. The community supported us. You know, it was a really big push for our business. So you guys will notice if you've watched my channel before on, you know, our sales and how things are going, that the sales are slowly climbing very patiently, like, you know, an older lady out for a Sunday walk. You know, she's not rushing to get anywhere. She's on a slow pace. It's relaxed. Everybody loves her. You know, they'll wave hi to her when they want, just like they'll come in here when they want. So our sales are very typical to an older, slow-paced lady who's kind of pepping her step up by, you know, eating a little bit better, we'll say. If that analogy makes sense, please, you know, like this video, because yeah, I tried on that one. So let's get right into it. The first quarter of the business here for most businesses is always the lowest. You know, January, February, there's nothing really going on. There's no holidays. People are recovering from credit card debt during Christmas, and they're just not spending as much. You know, after the holidays, people kind of just get back into the routine of things. They're not looking to, you know, go crazy purchasing, spending a lot of money. And that's what we find every year consistently in January. So to give you the rough number, January we did about 40,000 in sales. That's our lowest month of the year. It always is. And you know what? That's decent enough for a January for a small store like this. There's two of us here. We still were profitable at the end of it all, and if we can take a small salary even in January, that is something to be proud of. So January was 40,000. Mind you, years before 2020 and 2021 were a little higher. Like I say, the pandemic did bump things up for us. These numbers don't seem crazy for just rough sales, but you figure there's one till with one person working it. Most of our items are, you know, $2 to $3 items, perishables like peppers, bananas, and you really figure how many items need to go through the door here to get to a number of 40,000. So look at it that way, you know, that there's so many small, intricate details to that 40,000 that, you know, looking at it from the outside, you say, oh, 40,000 in a month, what is that? A couple $1,000 a day, not even. Just keep in mind that it's a small operation and we're still trying to build it, and we will continue to build it as long as you know, the people keep coming in and you guys keep watching this channel. And if you'd like to support us, hit the like button down below. We really appreciate it. It really helps us get these videos to other people who are like-minded entrepreneurs just like you. And I don't want you guys to think, you know, this store is just like selling $1 to $2 chocolate bars. We do have high-end meals and you know, things that do cost a lot more than $1 to $2. You know, we do a lot of baked goods that are $7, $8. We do a lot of frozen meals that go to $14, $15. So we are trying to get that average sale higher, you know, by offering, you know, items that cost more. And that's what you want to do. You want to be able to get a customer walking into your door spending, for example, if they were spending $10 to $12, you want them to be able to spend $20 to $25 at your store easily without even thinking about it. It's not difficult. They grab 2 to 3 things. That's a $25 sale. Boom, out the door. Everyone's happy. They got what they wanted, and you have a $25 sale, which would have been a $12 sale, but you figured out what the customer wanted. And that's why you're here, to figure out what the customer wants. And yeah, we're still doing that, but we got a lot better at that. So February was another month, just like January, a little bit higher. Things start to pick up slowly. January, February, they're just very cold months here in Canada. No one's really bouncing around outside. There's no events. So, you know, we sell a lot of soup during those months. Soups, baked goods. Not even in January, baked goods, because people are, you know, on their New Year, New Me kick. So they don't buy as many baked goods. They buy more fresh produce. It all balances out. But February, we did 46,500 in sales. I'm rounding these numbers up. I do check them right before this starts. I'm not just making them up off the top of my head. So 46,500 in February, another pretty standard month, average month. The first quarter is always very average. I don't see much growth in those months. They keep giving me employee of the month. I don't know what's going on around here, but I'm happy to accept it. It doesn't come with much extra. I do get a free apple at the end of the month, so that's all I can ask for. March started picking up a little bit, not by much at all. I can tell you it felt busier. We had more traffic. People spent a little less for some reason. I don't know how that worked out, but we're looking at $48,500 ish. It was very similar to February and January, you know. Still very cold out. People aren't doing as much. March break in this, maybe this could explain it. March break in this area, a lot of people tend to, you know, go away if they can, and the area kind of empties out. So, you know, we did about, you know, another average 48.50. We're happy with that. That's still decent money. I can't complain. April was very similar to March and February. We ended it off at around 47,000. So not much progress there. There was probably, I think, one day that we took off completely. We really had to, I don't remember what it was, but we had to close some. It was a Sunday, I believe. It was a short day, so that kind of hinders into it. There was a few things we were short on. I'm not sure if it was anything food shortage related, or our supplier just didn't have the items that really sell well. I remember April having a few things that people were after that we couldn't get. So yeah, we ended it off very modestly, around 47,000. We were happy with that. This seems to be the trend around the first quarter, between 45 to 50,000. And what can you say? You know, at the end of it all, that you could do more advertising, you could push more new products, try to get more people in the door. But you know, that's a decent amount of traffic for us. You know, we're still working and stocking the shelves like crazy. So yeah, there's a limit on how much this store can do, and I think we're kind of getting there. I mean, if we add maybe more promotion to our delivery, then maybe we can really expand. But a brick and mortar location like this can be very hard, as I mentioned, to truthfully grow beyond its capacity. So I think, unfortunately, we're right around that cap. And we're really finding it that, you know, it's very hard to grow a brick and mortar location past its limit. You know, there's only so much we can carry in this store. There's only so many things we can bring in for people that consistently keep buying them. We tried a lot of products that simply failed and, you know, ended up a waste of money. And we're really, you know, picking and choosing what moves in the store and how fast. But a store like this, you know, it is very hard to grow beyond, you know, expanding into another location or getting even bigger. You know, we added deliveries of Felicia's side hustle that she does, her gift baskets, and you know, that really helps bump sales up and get the word out there, spread the word out. But a small store where most of your customers are coming from the 5-kilometer radius that they live in is generally going to cap out. And I'm hoping I'm not at that cap yet, because there was so much more we wanted to do and grow with this store, but I think we're starting to see it. So if you guys did the math on that, my total sales were right around 190,000. That's for the first quarter. If things continue exactly at this rate, we'll end up around a 600,000 annual salary. My projection is things will get a little bit busier as the year goes on, and then the last quarter with Christmas is always very, very busy. So you're looking into the mid 600,000s for your gross sales from this store. Yeah, that allows me and Felicia, I promised you guys I would tell you our salary, to comfortably take around 50,000 each. And you know, if we wanted a little bit more, we can take an owner's draw. But we're comfortable where we're at with that type of salary. I don't really need any more money to pay taxes on. So that's pretty fair. I can't ask for more than that from a small store like this. I had a lot higher expectations when we opened, obviously, but the reality hits, and your expectations are not the reality of any business, really. So that's pretty much where we're at with our sales. I do this update quite a bit. People are always interested in, you know, money and business, so here we are. I want to wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you subscribed, and we're going to bring you a lot more of this content in the near future. Try to make a video at least once a week and just keep you updated on our businesses. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.